Hi there. So in this video, we're looking at how we can use sigma notation when we have a geometric series. So remember, sigma notation is just a fancy way of writing the sum of a series. So here, we're saying that we want the sum of a series with this formula, 3 times 4 to the power of r, and our limits are from r equals 1 all the way to when r equals 10. So the first thing you do whenever you want to find the sum of a sigma notation series like this is just to write out the first few terms. So down here, we could say that we could have r and then the 3 times 4 to the power of r. And when r is 1, 3 times 4 to the power of r would be 3 times 4 to the power of 1. So just 3 times 4, which is 12. Then when r is 2, we're going to do 3 times 4 squared, which is 3 times 16, so 48. And when r is 3, so then we can do 3 times 4 cubed. 4 cubed is 64, and 3 times 64 is 192. So this is the sort of sequence that we're getting. And the relationship between these terms, if we figure out what's happening here, is they're being multiplied by 4. 12 times 4 is 48. 48 times 4 is 192. And actually, the reason that's multiplying by 4 each time is because this number here is a 4. Whatever the number that is to the power of your r, that's basically what you're going to be multiplying your terms by each time. And that's also the way to tell that it's geometric, because the r is a power of one of your numbers. So now we have our sequence. 12, 48, 192, and so on and so on and so on. And we would do this 10 times ideally. This goes on for 10 times, but we don't need to write them all. So if we want to find the sum of this series, we just treat it like the sum of any geometric series. So for a geometric series, we want to find a, r, and n, and then we plug them into the formula. So a is our first term, so that's 12. R is our common ratio, so that in this case is 4. And n is how many terms we have. So we have 10 terms, because it's going from 1 all the way to 10. And then we plug that into the formula. So the sum of the 10 terms is going to be a, which is 12, times 1, oops, it's a big 1, 1 minus 4 to the power of 10. Because r is 4 and n is 10. And then that's going to be divided by 1 minus r, which is 4. And then if we simplify that, you put that whole thing into your calculator in one go, because this here will be a huge number. So you need to do that in your head. And it'll be 4,194,300. And that's it. That there is the sum of this geometric series, which means it's the answer to this. And that's it. So the main takeaway there is just whenever you get something in sigma notation, just write out the first few terms, figure out if it's geometric or arithmetic, and then you just solve it with the normal sum formulas. Hope that makes sense, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.